What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be how I fix my Cobalt Misfire. This is a 05 Chevy Cobalt SS, and what I'm going to explain in this video, what I did, might not be the case in yours, but it might help you, because I had no idea, and I was just reading forums and stuff, and I just went out here and started messing with stuff, and eventually found out what was wrong with it. But to start off, check the grounds first. That was the first thing I did. I just cleaned them up, and then the battery terminals, I replaced those because they were like cracked and not really on there too tight. And that seemed like it helped a little bit, but it just came back, misfire. And at first it was a PO 300, I think it was. And that's a random multiple misfire. And then after a few days or so, it was just a PO 302, like the number 2 cylinder misfire. So then I figured it was like an injector or something along those lines, because it wasn't getting fuel or a vacuum leak. Because that I pulled out the spark plug, fire cylinder was like wet, I guess you could say. You could tell it wasn't really burning, and the all the other cylinders were pretty lean, it looked like. So I figured it was something with fuel or vacuum. And here, let me pop it out here. Yeah, as you can see, I changed the coil packs back because I was messing with them, and I changed spark plugs again, and I cleaned the intake, put a new air filter on there, cleaned the MAF sensor, and then it was still misfiring. So then I figured it was something to do with the fuel and or vacuum. So I bought a fuel filter because it was like 15 bucks or so, and I replaced that, and the old one was super dirty. So I came up to the injectors second and pulled those off, and they were covered in dirt and grime and stuff, and just clogged and barely even getting fuel to them. So I just cleaned those the best I could and then put them back in, and it's running good now. It's still a little hesitant sometimes, like on idle, but it's definitely a lot better. No misfire. It's running good now. I've also put in a bunch of like fuel treatment and injector cleaner just to try to help and clean it a little bit more, but that stuff doesn't really seem like it does much. But I'm gonna take it for a little cruise here. $135,000 miles. And if you can hear it, you can kind of hear it like little hiccups here and there. Obviously, I need an alignment. That's pretty straight, but it's a little crooked. I'm pretty sure that's just because the right front wheel is cambered like crazy. Needs fixed, but we're getting there. It cruises nice. It's just annoying, that little which I think is the little thud. I think it's the wheel bearing. I'm pretty sure wheel bearing or axle, one of the two. But I plan on doing the whole front end of this car just because, you know, might as well. But yeah, it drives good. I'm in 4th right now, just cruising. It's cold out. The heat, I think I need a new thermostat because it takes pretty long to warm up. probably just leave the tent on the windows. It's not as dark as I wanted it to be. I wanted it to be like 5% all the way around, but I'd say it's probably like 20 or so. Well, that's fine. It's good enough for me. But yeah, I think a brown would look really good on here and keep some of this light out. Maintenance-wise, all good and reliable, everything like that. And then I plan on doing a little bit of performance stuff to it. Not a whole lot though, because I don't want to dump a bunch of money into this car. I plan on fixing the rockers though, because I don't know, I'm not a big rust guy, but if it's fixable, I'd like to get it fixed before it gets even worse. The underneath's not bad. No hole, like bad holes. There's like a few little surface spots and like little holes starting, but there's nothing like through the floor or nothing like that. So I mean, I can clean that stuff up and then just like weld a side skirt in, or I mean not a side skirt, but weld like a rocker or a piece of metal in to fix the rocker. Then I don't know, I'll probably do a few mods to it. Maybe a smaller pulley, I don't know. Maybe like a front mount heat exchanger, something like that. That'd be pretty cool. Where it says like ZZP in the front. I like those. Yeah, I mean, not a bad car for what I paid for it. Definitely not. Especially with only 135,000. Suction mounts for the outside of the car, especially when I go to like race some people and stuff like that. I can get better video for you guys, especially if I'm the only one in the car.